Hey Canucks fans, hope you're well on this Wednesday late morning, early afternoon, whenever you're watching this. Tonight, the Vancouver Canucks host the Chicago Blackhawks and Connor Bedard at Rogers Arena. I'm not going to the game, it's Wednesday night, so I have my church duties, but I will be doing my live stream at 11 p.m. So I hope that you can join me for a post-game wrap-up of tonight's game. Hopefully a second straight win for the Vancouver Canucks. They are 7-7. They come back from the road trip 2-1 on that road trip through the Central Division. And they are 500 on the season overall. And I've said, without making excuses, I have said, given all their injuries, given the fact that they started 9 of their first 14 games on the road, compressed schedule, all those things, I'm okay. I'm okay that the Canucks are at 500. Obviously, you want them to start inching above 500 to stay with the pack in the Pacific Division and in the wild card race. But given all the circumstances, I think the Canucks are feeling confident. They're getting guys back slowly. Besser and Hughes on the road trip, and now it's Conor Garland tonight. I think there's reasons to be optimistic about this team. So let's talk about the lineup tonight. Conor Garland is making his return, which is awesome after missing a couple games, but it sounds like it's not as simple as Garland in, McEachern out, and that's something that JPAT tweeted out. So maybe it's not McEachern, maybe it's Reichel, I doubt that, but maybe it's one of the three Abbotsford guys. Maybe it's O'Connor. No, O'Connor's been playing well. I don't know who it's going to be. I still think it's going to be McEachern, but maybe it was actually assistant coach Brett McLean that spoke, and maybe he just didn't want to tip his hand thus far. So what do I think it's going to be? I think you got to get Garland in the top 6, and you could move Sherwood back to third line. So maybe do you go Pettersson between Kane and Garland? I like Kane's game. Last game, obviously two goals. Pettersson had 2 points as well, 2 assists. So maybe Garland just replaces Sherwood on the top line, and you go Pettersson, Garland, and Kane. You can try Reichel, Besser, and DeBrusk once again. And then your third line would be Ratu with Sherwood and O'Connor. We've seen that combination before. That means McEachern would come out. And then your Abbey line of Sasson, Baines, and Carlson. That's the way I would go. So I would take McEachern out. Like, he's been fine over his couple games, but certainly no Conor Garland. And I would put Sherwood on that third line. Then they sent Kudryavtsev back. So that means, I guess they need the roster spot and want Kudryavtsev to play. So I think it will be Hughes. Actually, they went Hughes, Myers, Marcus Persson, Hronek. So that we know the top 4 is going to be some combination of Hughes, Myers, Marcus Persson, Hronek, and then DPD and Tom Vallander, who played quite well in limited minutes against Nashville. I expect them to be a third pairing, with P.O. Joseph being the extra skater on D. By the way, that would mean Neil Zaman and McEachern, or whoever comes out, would be the extra forward. So there's your 3 extras. And then Kevin Lankinen is starting in net with Thatcher Demko backing up. So again, likely Petey between Garland and Kane, that would be my guess. Reichel between Besser and DeBrusk. Then you have Ratu, Sherwood, O'Connor, and then your Abbotsford line of Sasson between Baines and Carlson. Extra skaters up front would then be McEachern and Oman. On D, Hughes, Myers, Marcus Persson, Hronek, DPD, Vallander, and then P.O. Joseph is your extra. So those are your 3 extra guys. And then, like I said, Lankinen starting. So that means Kudryavtsev is being sent down because there's no room for him even as a healthy scratch. And then a couple other injury notes as well. It sounds like Teddy Bluger skated before the main group but then left early. So it was reported that both Teddy Bluger and Jonathan Lekarmaki will be joining the team soon at practices, maybe in a non-contact capacity first, but at least they have a couple games at home 2 weeks at home. Now they got Chicago tonight, they got Columbus on Saturday, Colorado on Sunday, Winnipeg on Tuesday, and then they go out on the road. So a 4-game homestand that starts tonight against the Chicago Blackhawks. So let me know what your score prediction is for tonight. Let me know who your first Canucks goal scorer is. I'm going back to 4-2. I'm going back to Old Faithful. We're 15 games in. I think it's about time for a 4-2 win. And I'm going to say that Evander Kane continues his hot streak and scores the first goal for the Vancouver Canucks. So there we go. A very short update today, but I hope you can join me tonight at 11 p.m. for my post-game live stream. Shout out to my sponsors, Van Seat Experts Real Estate, Gas Jack Art, and Mulligan Golf Company. Thank you to my members, legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy Choi, legendary Swervin Yrvin, and legendary Andrew Chang, Hall of Fame franchise members as well. Thanks to all of you for your support, and thanks to all of you for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, like the video, subscribe. You can leave me a donation if you want, but most importantly, score prediction, first Canucks goal scorer. What do you expect from tonight's game? Conor Garland's triumphant return to the Canucks lineup. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. See you tonight at 11 p.m. God bless, and go Canucks go.